power ranking.
Boys and girls of the Mirko, this is the video that all of y'all have been waiting for, requesting. I know it took a bit of time. I'm just saying I recorded this right now, right before my flight to Paris for MWI. So it's uploaded later because, you know, why should I upload it now? We still gotta get hype for MWI and all that, then MSC. So this should come out right before or right after MWI. I don't know, maybe in the middle of MWI. I forgot exactly when I scheduled this. But welcome to the official
I don't know, guys.
Power rankings. Now,
historically,
power rankings
have
been pretty darn good.
Who the fuck are you?
The wild card though was a shit show. When it comes to the power rankings, technically A7 and Foot did well. It's just I didn't expect Falcons Men and the Huns to make it all the way to the grand finals. Another shocker in the wild card. Just like an saw the zone and Boostgate Esports.
Prediction, my prediction,
I think clear favorites coming into that. But now we have our 16 teams locked and ready to go. We have to take into account that, again, disclaimer before this video starts, this is a new patch that they'll be playing. Moonton just released a patch a couple of days ago. I did a stream talking about it. And it changed the game by quite a bit. Jungles, all of them, all the meta ones at least.
I don't know, guys.
And Fredrin got nerfed quite hard. They don't clear as fast anymore, and you get more gold from every single look for more bro. I think they're good objective because I'm just assuming how they play. With this patch, we never know what's going to happen. I think some of these teams who relied heavily on just playing neutral objective compositions are going to get, you know, demoted. I'll put him in the middle, or I'll just randomize, put him in the middle right there. Let's go for Team Spirit. This is the first team that we get to talk about. Man, you guys know I'm a Team Spirit Glazer. I love this team. I always support teams from outside of, you know, the main 3 regions. Genuinely good. And I think Team Spirit has been the best with Aura Turkey. Those two have been the best out of Southeast Asia, overall. They've just kept a very consistent game from M5 when they first debuted. It was Synth Spirit, it was Deus Volt, and this time they actually are coming in with a very interesting lineup. It's the same 4 that you guys know, but one shot, their jungler from I think the last 2 or maybe 1 year is not here anymore. He's still with it. He's still alive. He's still alive. That sounded kind of bad. He's still alive. He's just not playing for Team Spirit. The guy who was hyping up really crazy for MSC last year. Unfortunately, MSC last year he was too young. He was a few months too young. That's kind of crazy. He didn't play MSC 2025 because he was a few months younger than the required age. Very unlucky. That's why Andorra had to play for MSC 2025 for Virtus Pro. But then we got to see him in wildcard for M7. And unfortunately, again, I think we just maybe put too much hype on this guy. It was a very lackluster performance. He did a good job, but it wasn't the performance that I think most of y'all were expecting, considering the hype around the EECA scene about how good this kid is. Now, with that experience, though, and now with 4 of the best EECA players, without a doubt, with Cold Stars drafts, and no more bullshit global ban in there. Okay. Again, he's going to have to hear it. For EECA, they had to hear it. A normal, or if you're an EECA player, I think they're good. They are very dynamic. Clutch as well, and really kind of the Sutsujin. You know what I mean? I think when it comes to killer instinct, knowing to go for those clutch moments, I liked Zaur a bit better. And that's why I'm going to rank them quite high. Honestly, if it was the utility meta, I think they might actually be an S tier team just because of how good Bomba is as well on those carry picks in XP and how good Eco has been, how good Sunset has been. The whole team has been solid this season, and they've actually had good competition. MSC, but whenever he gets to MSC, or internationals rather, the meta kind of shifts. There were some times where he gets into the meta, and the meta is pretty good for him, like in MSC 2023. But other than that, he's just solo performing a lot of times, you know? I think I'm going to put Ignite Gaming at C tier right now. I don't really want to go too deep dive into it just because especially with this meta, I don't think Diablo's going to have that many picks up for him, right? Like the jungle's going to have to play assassins if he goes on his signature carry picks. It's just a gamble draft and against a lot of these teams, man. Crawling, and I do think this that though, right? They do rely on that. I think most teams rely on that initially. But Kuzin is really, really good, man. And the first time I saw Kuzin was in TNC, and then he got replaced by Benny. And even then, he was doing really, really good. Chat also agreed. Everybody really liked him. Unfortunately, he didn't get to play. I'm glad that he gets to play on the international stage, man. And I really hope that for everyone on this pro team, that they don't just act all respectful and chill when we get into international stage. I hope to see that Cambodian aggression, the taunts, all that. They're really good at brawling, and I do think this meta is actually very good for brawling, very good for just trying to out-mechanic your team, your opponents. So right now, I think it's safe to put pro there.
Ooh.
We're going to rearrange some teams later on if we don't get... if we see some things, obviously, I don't know, like pro Spirit. I think I'll rate Spirit a bit higher, but let's move on to Entity 7. Now, Entity 7, it's... especially after 7's lackluster run in the wild card. It's very tough for some of you guys to maybe raise some of the American scene, but you have to take into account that they were playing in like weird meta, right? Like they beat Alpha 7, it was a close series, comeback moments. They are clutch. They're really good at team fighting. Their micro is great. The macro, though, on the other hand, I think is the biggest problem for a lot of teams outside of Southeast Asia, right? Excluding Aura Turkey and Team Spirit. But yeah, for Entity 7, they are, I guess, back into their comfort zone. By the way, if you guys don't know, Entity 7, they consist of basically the BSC players plus Takashi and I'm forgetting one guy. But there's another Bigatron. Both of them are C tier, actually.
Sorry, that's C tier.
They kept the same lineup.
On the team, that's clutch factor.
That's one thing I think YG will always have with this roster.
Mirko
to the wrong make it to the international stage, man. That's just unfortunate. I don't think he's as good on Assassins as he is on utility. It doesn't mean he's bad on Assassins. It's just his utility is so good. So a weak point for sure for YG would be bad on how they restructure. I think it's still safe to put them in A tier right now. You know, maybe we put maybe Dark Horse. We put Dark Horse over there, but yeah, for now, I really just I rate them. You know what? Let's not put Dark Horse. Dark Horse shouldn't be predictable, right? So let's not try to. Maybe we change that later. But for now, I think YG are here or here, dude. Like, it's so tough to make a decision, man. I love you, Burmese fans, and the Burmese fans have been like, oh, thank you, Mirko, for always supporting Yangon. I still support them. It's just. After the last international, man, I was very disappointed by Yangon Galactic. Let's just put them in S tier real quick, bro. No doubt. Still, I think coming into this tournament, the best team.
No doubt.
Period. No need for any plays. Our first B tier team. They're not bad. They're not amazing. They're just good, right? They're just good. They have gotten revenge. The Mongols and the Huns, both from Guangzhou Gaming I-26 tournament. Now we move on to Vamos. Have great mechanics, and I think that's where we draw the line. That's it. They have crazy mechanics and amazing team fights. They are a championship contender. For sure. 100%. They are playing in the easy server. There's absolutely no competition there. They can play with Malaysia. Okay? Like, it's not even, I'm not even trying to like make it up right now. Yes, I know. I agree. In the grand finals, when the players saying, hey, wake up. This should be the meta you guys shine, all right? We've been losing. We didn't win a they're not bad. But they're not good either. I mean, all that. It was just Turtle 1 and then invading, and for some reason I don't know if they're like that in Ignite Gaming or E7. Damn, though, dude. A or what Libog would do, mid Libog would do in the series. It's been coaching teams that don't have good hero pools. I'll be honest with you. Even when he coached for C9, like GK Esports, GK Esports, I think get a solid B straight up. Maybe Guangzhou Gaming, but not as good as Vamos. GK have 2 Mongolian players, so hey, for all the Mongolians, A tier, I don't think so. But jungle. I'm so good at utility jungle. And
lấy pha con mày nè giờ tới pha con mày nè xong chui tiền này pot tí
Boy, I hope you adapt.
Đang khóm đi món này pha con đang khóm đi mọi người mình
seems like the whole team as well.
Pha con mày nè
does better when you're on
right here
utility
bro
jungle.
right here
And when you're on carries, it's like they can't match you, man. So
GK còn mày nè tại mình mong
they
là
have Sanji at least, right? There's gonna be 3 Sanjis this tournament, by the way. They have
bốn
young
player
Galactic Sanji. We have freaking TOP8 Sanji and the XP lane Sanji from Falcons, man. Series season 3, I say that, bro. Actually, you know what? Maybe a lot of teams here can say that.
đại điệt ok đồ ra ôi rồi vì thằng là thi với đạm một kê quá ơi anh ấy fan man này
Fuck, True Rippers can say that too.
តែបើតាមសម្ភារមួយលោកគ្រូ Cat គាត់និយាយវាថាលទ្ធិហ្នឹងខ្លាំងBTO ហ្នឹងអញខ្លាំងចឹងវាដាក់ចឹងហើយគេលឺអីទៅគ្នា
It don't matter. Vitality. Okay. They're like around here, I think. They're probably around here. I rate them highly because I'm biased. I rate them over here if I'm being honest with you, right? Like TOP8 have 1 of my favorite players. Vitality have 5 of my
ដាក់លេខ 2 ដែរដាក់លេខ 2ដែរ
has also grown into that same
អត់អា NL ខ្លាំងណាស់នៅក្នុងមេតាហ្នឹងយ៉ា NL វាយអល់វើណាគេប៉ះមេណាប៉ះ BTO
I'm just going to
put BTO វាយធ្លា
obvious reasons, all right? No bias at all.
ចុះអូនិចដាក់ណាអូនិច
If they lose to True Rippers, I am going chat. If you look at MPL ID, they're not S tier. I think they're A tier. But if you think about this meta now and what it means for the team, do they not make it S tier? Onyx so confusing, man. They sometimes look very good, sometimes very shit.
Onyx ខ្លាំង Onyx មេតានេះ shift show វាច្រើន shift show វាច្រើនមានអារម្មណ៍ថា Onyx អាចខ្លាំងណាគេប៉ះ BTO វាដបងយ៉ាតួ BTO វើយអើយស្អីគេទេ add dollar Liquipedia លើងាប់អាចអើយស្អីគេអើយបាសធីមឥណ្ឌា Don't tell me what to do អើយងាប់ហើយនេះតោះម៉ែណា Vitality Falcon ហើយនេះ Vitality Vammer មួយ Falcon Mena នេះខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍ Falcon Mena មិនត្រូវវាយ Vammer ទេតែមានអារម្មណ៍នេះ Vammer ហ្នឹងខ្លាំងដែរ Spirit Ignite ឆ្នេះហើយ Young Gun មួយ Gigai GK Mongolia ប៉ះ Mongolia GK មាន 2 Mongolia Young Gun មាន Mongolia 5នាក់ខ្ញុំមានមែនណាច្រឡំ Mongolia អូ sorry បាទមានម៉ែប៉ះ Mongolia និង Mena Mongolia អត់មានទេណាសល់ player 2នៅក្នុង GK ហ្នឹងឯង GK ហ្នឹងអាចឈ្នះ Young Gun Galactica មានអារម្មណ៍អញ្ចឹង SRG 1 Pro គូនេះ let's see Pro or SRG no one can tell it ប៉ុន្តែគេ predict SRG ច្រើនណាស់ Onyx មួយ Intensity Onyx here Team Liquid មួយ Aurora Gaming Team Liquid here ប៉ះមួយ Onyx ដឹងមិនម៉ែនេះគូនេះមិនគួរប៉ះគ្នាទេបាទ Onyx និង Team Liquid នៅកន្លែងនេះហ្នឹងតែគេធ្លាក់មក low មកគេទៅដែរ let's see គូនេះគឺ the best match ដែលយើងទៅទស្សនាថ្ងៃ23នេះ23 July 23ម៉ោង 4 តែមិនដឹងម៉ោងហ្នឹងជាក់លាក់អត់ទេចាំមើលសិនចាំមើលជាក់ស្ដែងតែមានអីបើ idea ខ្ញុំមួយ idea Mirko មិញខ្ញុំមានអារម្មណ៍ថាដាក់ផែគ្នាដែរ S tier មាន Falcon PX Liquid Onyx SRG Vitality 5 team ហ្នឹង BTO ហ្នឹង Vitality 5 team ហ្នឹង A tier មាន Spirit Aurora Pro Esport វាប៉ុណ្ណឹង A tier ខ្ញុំគិតតែប៉ុណ្ណឹងតែមិញ Mirko មិញវាដាក់ណាគេមួយទៀតដាក់ Young Gun Galacticus ចិត្ត Young Gun មេតានេះ Yeah can be counted A tier Vammer B tier GK Falcon Mena កងចៅ C tier Ripper Intensity Ignite បាទចិនមួយនេះមកគឺត្រូវយល់ទៅដូចតែខ្ញុំគិតដែរមានអារម្មណ៍ថាដូចគ្នា same idea same thought ចាំមើលខ្លាំងដូចពីមុនអត់អាហ្នឹងមិនប្រកាសថាអ្នកខ្លាំង nơi bờ to kháng thế nó thế là những cái mà ta shift cho shift lang từ lên cho lên lang từ on này giống đây who know we don't know who gonna know pro lên ngày nam phải bay tầm bao anh mơ mánh xù phliêm ơi hài mẹ này tầm bao anh mơ mánh